Hi, this is Life Sky Dragon, and this is Astroneer. It's a previous save I've got, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a new character, and that's the chap I started with first. My first save. So I thought I'd go for something a bit different. I haven't got much of a selection, but I'll go for this skinny chap. Yeah, when did I get this? I got this when it was about a week old, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. But it's sort of got a bit repetitive, and just waiting for that really big update at the moment. But it's absolute. I still love it even today. But it is just so wicked. I just can't wait for updates and expansions and whatnot, because this is one sick game. I really enjoyed this one. So I thought I'd just do like a basic beginner's guide and just resource gathering and base building. Do love a good tutorial. So all the grass around us, collect that, pick that up, and that becomes an organic. This is our backpack, and we've got 8 slots, 9 if you include what would you call it, the like the build, the creator part of your backpack. So you want to stay close to your pod as possible, because you've got your lifeline, but say compound is probably one of the key essential resources you'll need playing this game. You usually find it pretty close by your first where your pod lands. So just get some air. I will say that say that's the 9th spot where you do your creating. So we'll create a solar panel. It's always very handy, especially during the day. And I believe there's two slots. So we'll make some tethers as well, which are very important for your lifeline. And T to place them, it says. So yeah, compound is probably one of the main essential resources of the whole entire game. So we just can make a couple of tethers just to give us the extra lifeline. Just make life a bit easier. We'll collect this up. So I have sped some of this up, because resource gathering is rather time consuming. Try to make this as short as possible, but it does go on for a while, so please bear with me. So get in there nice, make a nice big hole. There is ways of reshaping the land, so we can cover the whole back up if we really want to, but again that's very time consuming, but it is possible. Fill this all up. It's handy when you've got vehicles driving along. You don't want to be falling in these big holes. So whenever you land for the first time, you always find there's a cave nearby. There's always a cave. So we'll go hunting for a cave. Say it's coming to night time and our solar panel is out. So usually, once you've got power to your pod, your lifeline also becomes a power source. If you have solar panels on it, or battery connected, or some kind of power source to your pod, then that gives you extra power. Well, it produces more power, so as long as you're near a lifeline, you can, with your tethers, you can pick up power as well as oxygen, which is very handy. So we're just going to run out. I find once you hit about 50%, that's probably when you best want to start running back. It's always best to be safe. So it's usually a cave for mining resources. So once you've gone in every other direction, you will find one. Let's just see, here we go. Our first cave. And you'll find on the planets, whenever these white circles, whenever you come across one of these circles when you want to land and build another base, some resin, which is the second most common and useful resource. Let's come back to this quickly. But yeah, you always find a cave wherever you land, pretty close by. But also, if they're quite close as well, it means there could be several cave entrances. So you could be going in one way. Many times I've gone in one way, come out another one, and yeah, they could be anywhere. But this is key. I say the resin's very key for. It's basically your building material for your platforms. So that's what resin's used for, mostly, for building platforms. So we'll just collect some more of this up. Hopefully we'll have enough for a couple more. Power. Jog on. Alright, so we have our resin. And we'll have our first building. So we've got the printer, the research, the smelter, the vehicle bay. I always like to start off with research, but the printer is very handy, but it's not very handy at the moment. So I always go for research first, which is 2 compound. And what you'll notice is everything, all these trees around us all have, well, some have valuable research, which will help you develop and learn new technologies. But what I've noticed is that if you, because obviously there's numerous different ones, I find that every time you find a new one, you get your technology, and then after that you seem to only get resources. I mean, resources are handy. Let's say we've got no power to this, so we have to look at getting some power. Generators usually quite handy, but we need copper. Could start with a small solar panel just to get power rolling. All we'll do is put it on the pod. So during the day that should power up, not massive amounts, but enough to get us started. So I'll put our new research, and then we'll head off. All more resin. So we'll collect this up. Let's say resource gathering is quite time consuming, but also quite fun at the same time. So hopefully we have enough for a couple of platforms now. Expand. So as soon as that sun comes out, you'll soon see the power flowing through the lines. And we got a second platform. So I think we should go for, we've got no aluminium yet, so we'll get another platform out. until we start finding the other key resources, which you always find in caves. You always find... oh, I can never remember the names, but they'll come to me in a minute, or as the game goes along. That's where the smelter comes in handy, to build aluminium and copper. So we want to start mining this cave, really. That's what we really need to do. Say the power is flowing now from my little solar panel. Almost there. We'll hit our first research. And we have a fuel condenser. I don't think that's going to be particularly handy for this time, but I don't think I've ever used a fuel condenser. So it's charging back up. Will take a while. So it's always handy to just pick up a few nearby. You never know your luck when it comes to technology. I don't think there's I think it is all randomized what you get. Let's find a nice resin spot there. I'm hoping to not just only explore this planet, but hopefully we can explore some more planets as we go along. Hopefully we'll do more videos on Astroneer. There we go. Got another one. We got... filters. Yeah, not much use for them either. So we've got a third platform now. Okay, our fourth ready. I say it's just a simple base. You could go nuts, but I'm planning another a base build, more of an advanced base build. Hopefully I'll arrange for something like that soon. So get this up, and we'll go for that fourth platform. So I'm not going to waste too much time covering holes up. Oh, more research. See, as we've done this the first time, I've noticed the second time it's now compound. And that's why I want to explore more planets with different artifacts, hopefully. Get some more tech. So up to our fourth. I think there's 6 buildings in total. So that will be... we've got the vehicle bay, printer, the smelter. I think there's a trade platform and a fuel condenser. I think that's the 6. So our 2 compounds made our smelter, and that'll be ready to refine copper and aluminium when we find some. So I'm going to make quick another solar panel, and I'm going to put it on one of our platforms just to give it that extra little bit more help. Say just the one solar panel is not great at all, really. once we've got the printer going, we can really get a nice big solar panel or get some batteries, store some power and go all night that way. So now we want to find that cave that we come across that I've lost. That's what we need. Okay, pick up all this. So this will come handy for tethers, because you will get to some stage where you will get short tethers and it's an absolute nightmare exploring caves. But we'll store some of this up, so we'll get some storage soon. So let's come pick this up. The sun's coming out. As you notice, we've skipped a bit forwards, because we're going to go find our cave. And there she is. So what we want to do is we want to start a nice line of tethers. Oh good God. Where am I going? Where am I? Come on. Probably best to have done it the other way around. Oh good God. There you go, our first death. Luckily we died right in front of the base, so we should be able to pick up what we had. I think it's best we start this way. But once you start getting vehicles, you can actually, because you don't need life, well you've got life support on the vehicles, you never have to worry about oxygen while you're in them. But also, you could actually, if you put a line of tethers down your cave and you park your truck or your what do they call them, little buggy things, then you could actually run a supply off your buggy, so you don't have to worry about massive great big lines of tethers like these. So you could just park up and just in the main entrance here and just start exploring, which is pretty awesome. So we're just going to make our way. I always like to small compound, and that light is energy. As you can see, my line has also got power running through it, because it's connected to my main base and with the little solar panels as well. So that's very handy as well. As I say, with the trucks and whatnot, they also give you a power supply as long as you've got solar panels or whatever on it. And during the day you'll be fine, because they'll just supply you with a limited amount of energy. So now I'm back on my line, so I'm getting a bit stuck here, so I have to like terraform the land to just get up. So now I'm, as well as getting oxygen, getting power. But that's a nasty hole that is. I don't like the looks of that, especially right in the entrance. Let's say I like to put the tethers up the side of the wall, because you'll find as you get deeper and deeper, you'll find they just get in the way, to be honest. So I try and keep them out well away. So we'll just finish up filling this hole up. Don't want to fall down there. That'll do. It might be a little. You don't want to fall down that hole. be safe than sorry. So I think keep going with the tethers. We'll get 2 lots. So we've got plenty of exploring to do. Now say them little lights along the walls are power. So if you did ever get low, you can always harvest them. And we have put that up there. These plants. Now these are deadly plants. When I mean deadly, I mean they fart at you and kill you with their deadly farts. Yeah, it's pretty harsh going. Oh, here comes the farts. They're farting at us. The only way to get... Oh shit. I'll get away from that stink. Well, I think it's going. But the only way to get rid of them is to dig under the ground they're in. What you find is little... attacking us. Don't know if that was energy. But yeah, they should, all underneath them, they should have artifacts and whatnot to research. So there, all 3 of them. So they supply you with one of them as well. So with all most plants in caves, it will supply you with them. I mean, you could have... I sometimes at one stage I have a couple of dozen of these unknown researchers. You're not guaranteed research, that's the only thing. It's quite time consuming. And as well, if you don't have a flat surface, they just roll back down. Just takes the piss. I'll stay up there. Yeah, see that all. So I'll come fetch them later. Yeah, stick them in the hole. That's the cool slide. We do like a bit of sliding. So if you're anywhere with a steep slope or anything, you get your slide on. We'll dump that there, and then another resource. I think that's hydrazine. Hydrazine, which is fuel for your spaceships. Which once you get your fuel condenser, it provides you with fuel anyway. So I don't really bother with hydrazine too much. I mean, if you're in a jam or a tough spot, and you're in the middle of nowhere with your ship, and you're out of hydrazine, then yeah, go for it, but I generally don't resource hydrazine, especially with the fuel condenser. Oh, deadly fart. Fuck me, that stinks. Keep away from the deadly fart. I got some nice artifacts, or research. I keep calling them artifacts, it's research. Get away from the deadly fart. And choke on it. Just kill these off. There we go. You too, buddy. So just have a look up here. And there's some more carbon. But we're right for, well, say we're right for carbon, we're not, but it's not key to what we've got going. So I've got that little collection here. First one was hydrazine. So I've got, chuck that there. So you can get tons of this stuff. You'll never use it all. So we've got new research. got? Dynamite. That's pretty cool. That was on one of the... It wasn't the latest update, but it was one of the sort of newish items. Let's say that we've done a green one, a red one. We've got research. Trade platform. So that's the 5th building. So we're just going to quickly jog on. Quick. There we go. See, we have now got carbon on this last one. We can put our generator. And our generator is powered by organic. So slap that on there. And that should slowly power it up. So we'll get a couple of organic piles. Hydrazine. Top them up again. So put a couple of organics here. Should power it up. Should be enough. Aluminium. Are useful for our vehicle bay. Yeah. What have we here? Resin, standard, pretty common one. So build our... Is that last? I think we've got one more. So we'll quickly jog on to our... get some energy. I say this is not a normal sprint. This is sped up for you. So we'll gather some power. That'll make life a bit quicker. So here's all the power as well. Have a quick jog down. Start doing some more exploring. Kill off the deadly farts. That's the blue, which is the oxygen. And if you get a bit low on the old oxygen, always suck some of that up, harvest it. And more research. But we'll store that there. Let's cover this up. There's a bit of a pathway here. Oh, the fart machines, they just cover you up. Hydrazine. Now the two other key resources. No, I think it's malachite. Is it malachite? And bury you guys. Yeah, lovely job. Malachite. Ah. I think malachite's yellow. I can't remember the name of the purple stuff. Oh, I'll soon tell you. So we've got a bit of a drop. Highly recommend with drops. What I like to do is wave it down there, just like that, and you know you can't build any terrain up to come to your level. Because you can, as well as remove it, you can also level it, the terrain, and build more of it. So what I do is I'll flatten this off like this. I'll keep getting the edge flatter and flatter as much as I can until I can eventually hit the green and green, some green there, and what is it, to build up. So do that, look, build, there we go. We have ourselves a set of stairs, make it a bit chunkier. We have a set of stairs. And that's another deadly, I think they're spikes. Get near them. Laterite. laterite, that's it. And that'll be smelted down for aluminium. It's a bit chunkier. Lovely. So now we can start harvesting this for aluminium, which is handy because you need aluminium for trucks. I think it's carbon for the little buggies. Let's keep going. Oh, another backpack and dynamite. I could do with some of that copper. Got some energy. So you will find random bodies. You never know if they're actual other players or they're just random bodies. So we've attached our own stick of dynamite. Go blow something. Ah, I see it. I haven't actually used a stick of dynamite yet. This will be quite fun. Ho ho ho! Lovely. That's the dynamite. Now this is, I'm sure it's malachite. Malachite, I call it malachite. But this makes copper. Another key resource. And that's a cool looking research. Very cool looking research. Keep an eye on that. So yeah, we're back up. And we're going to put all our laterite in our smelter. And that gives us 4 aluminium. And that'll set us up for our vehicle bay. I'll start charging up. Power up. Ah, the rover, that's it. The rover. So it's only 4 carbon. We have our first rover. Now we need a printer. So we can build a seat and solar panel. So we put that malachite in it and we get our 1 little copper. 2 coppers, one from the research. That's our printer. Power this up quick. So we've got our solar panel, space battery, generator 1 seat. So we just have to find some carbon. Say that you'll find that everything's mostly carbon used. Carbon's probably the most common. So carbon's for items, resins for your buildings or building platforms. So when looking for carbon, oh, some more laterite. Always look up at the ceilings. Ceilings are best spots. Shimmy, there's tons of resources here. Deadly farts. Shimmy, so we've got shit tons of resources here. We found a really good spot. There's some air in here. Yeah, it's absolutely spot on spot. Got shit tons of stuff here. Look at all this. We found the mother lode. And there's your carbon, your ceilings. Always keep an eye on the ceilings and caves, because usually if you go high enough it'll actually burst through, obviously, to the surface. So whenever you find materials in the ceilings, you always find them on the surface. So you can also make stuff on the vehicle as well as on the printer. I think there's a storage you can get that you can only do by vehicle bay, which is like really sweet storage that you could put, like, you got your big main storage and you put like 4 smaller storages on it, and you could literally bring home shit tons of resources. So I've got to wait for this to power up. might be worth getting a solar panel. So as I say, got the vehicle bay's got the one seat there for us. So what I'll do, if it will let us put the carbon on it, we'll create a seat. Lovely job. Now what you want to do, oh, it's attached. So obviously power is very essential for these. So I always like to put a seat and a solar panel on these. So pick up all this compound. So we're going to need tons for solar panels and all the say most of the printer stuff is all mostly carbon. So we'll pan up with a line. And what we'll do is we'll create a trailer for our rover. When you can make it as long as you want, really, but I find usually 2 trailers is usually enough. Once you get that third one, it just drags, to be honest. You can barely move. I mean, even if you had the mega storage. So I've got a solar panel. Lovely job. So we'll be right during the day now. It's also a good idea to have one of these big solar panels actually on your base. Obviously you can't fit it to the pod because it's too big. But we need energy. The sun isn't out. I suppose we'll do some smelting. I always like to do it in fours. I like to fill it up because of power reasons. Oh, our first storm. So we'll head back in while that power's up. Always be wary of these violent storms. I would say die instantly, but see them rocks. Oh, fucking deadly. They'll soon KO you. It's not a pleasant place to be in. You can go in your pod, or you can get in your rover seat. That'll keep you safe. So make some storage. Look at getting another trailer. We should be alright, say. We've got enough power, then we'll just collect a shit ton. Just so that we can store all of it on this little storage. We should have enough power just to get back, hopefully. Oh, we're dead. We're out of power. Oh god. Lovely. Got some power here. So we don't have our solar panel, so we're pretty screwed. So I'll fill her up for our trailer. So you can put 2 storage on these. Put a solar panel on our main vehicle. Build second storage. Let's say when you get your mega storage, you can fit 4 of these on the mega storage. So you can imagine how many resources you can pick up. It's mad. So we'll connect the trailer with a line, and when you've got your trailer And the power in your trailer, that's how much power you've got in total. So you've almost doubled your power just by holding the trailer. As say, 2 is plenty enough. If you've got the mega storage, I'd only suggest 1 because you get around a lot quicker. Let's say you need technology to learn that. So I'm just going to quickly, well, as you see, quickly, going to gather a shit ton of carbon when we find it. Just have a little explore. So we don't have to worry about oxygen anymore. There's a shit ton of resin there. So when the sun's out, it'll give you the energy, as you can see, flowing through, which is mighty handy. So I can fill one of these storages up with resin, one with carbon. So what I love to do, I'll put every single base I have literally a stack. Oh, shit tons here. I like to keep a stack of every element you can have. This is shit tons. Fuck me. We're on enough space. Yeah, we've got shit tons. Right, let's just have to find a little bit more resin. Oh god, we're out. Luckily we stopped by some power. Fill us up nicely. Come on, resin. Lovely job. Whip this up. Let's say this soon will disappear. What I like to do is I'll fill up storage of each element, and then when I go to create another base in another area, I then transport that, build with that, and then mine there, and do exactly the same, move on, fill up the storages, go back to the next area, blah de blah, etc, etc. There's a nice aluminium there. So we'll have to build some shit ton of storage for all this stuff. Just tidy up the place. So we should have a shit ton of carbon. And what you can do is also to tidy up the place a little. Drop these here. I do that once you put them on the platforms, which is nice. Especially with the smelter, because once it's finished, it'll actually fill them up for you, which is nice. Hopefully I'll demonstrate that. Get all this aluminium out of the way. I can build our last of our platforms. It's glitchy. That's a silly noise. That's a horrible noise, that is. But yeah, we'll put our storage down here. Chuck all the aluminium down. So yeah. Say that's most essential buildings. Got the trade platform, the fuel condenser. So now we've got a shit ton of resources. We should be able to finish off our buildings. Fuel condenser for our ships. And finally, last few resin. Over. All of our trade platforms. If you've got a shit ton of resources, you can select your own resource you want to trade for it. It's always pretty cool. I'm always getting very buggy. So freaked out or something. But there she goes. Trade platform. So that's every single building now. That noise is definitely bugging us. So that's your base build, your rover, your research. I think that's almost just about it really for like a beginner's tutorial. Store our stuff up here and we can fill up more storage and go fill it up again. Just keep filling it up. Yeah, hopefully we'll find that noise out in the next video. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Cheers for watching the tutorial. Cheers.